What's up, YouTube fans? Coming to you guys today with a brand new video. And in today's video, it has been reported that Sasha Banks is officially done. I'm about to get into a big rant in a minute, guys. But first and foremost, I want to let you guys know, link in the description box below if you guys want to check out the full article for yourselves. So that way you guys see that I'm not taking anything out of context. But basically, it goes down to that Sasha Banks feels like that Triple H is disrespecting her with the money that he was offering to her. He feels that she is not going to really draw much in terms of people and ticket sales after the initial comeback that she's going to have. If you guys don't know, she really hasn't been on any main show since her and Naomi walked out. And he feels that if he offers her a contract worth Becky Lynch or Charlotte money, then it's not really going to give a decent return on that. To an extent, I personally feel like he's right, but at the same time, I feel like he's wrong. First and foremost, I definitely disagree at the fact that she won't draw money. She is one of the most winningest champions of all time. If you guys actually go down and look at the list, she is tied for third for most reigns with Trish Stratus. Let that sink in, because we have Fabulous Moolah. Fabulous Moolah did not hold multiple titles, but her one title reign lasted for like 7 or 8 years or something crazy like that. So that's why she's obviously a top at number one. And then you have Charlotte, who I believe is either an 11 or 12 time champion recently. And then you have literally Sasha Banks tied for 7 reigns with Trish Stratus at number 3. So this is one of the most winningest WWE champions of all time in the women's division. So for Triple H to feel that way is kind of crazy. But at the same time, I completely understand. She basically has not had her heart in the business. She's doing a makeup line. She's doing a movie. If you guys don't see, then you guys can definitely check in the link in the description box below, and you can literally see her talking about this. But what I'm getting back from the entire time that she's talking about it is that her heart is not in the ring. Like, she literally said on an interview, podcast, whatever you want to call it, that she literally had to decide between training in Mexico and going back to Boston to shoot film for the WWE. And like, it was just a heart-wrenching decision. And that doesn't sound like somebody whose heart is completely in the business. And then that justifies Triple H to want to offer her lower amounts of money because her heart is not in the business, if you guys see what I mean. Like I said, she is one of the most winningest champions of all time. But on that same note, she won 7 titles before the age of 25, guys. So I just personally feel like it's a CM Punk situation. Remember when CM Punk was only like 31 or 32 still in WWE in 2011, and he was constantly in interviews talking about, oh, well, I want to retire soon. Oh, well, I want to retire soon. But then when Vince McMahon was trying to offer him a contract and a final little push, he was pissed off that it wasn't a main event push, and he just did not want to do it. And then he eventually walked out. But at the same time, I kind of had to feel for Vince McMahon, because Punk, you're 32 and you're constantly saying in interviews that you're going to retire soon and you want to retire. So me as a booker, I need to have you get somebody else to get put over really quickly before your way out, so that way we can set that up for her. But Punk was thinking in the situation of long term, oh no, well, I still want to have a main event even if I might not be in the company for another year. So it's one of those situations where the person is definitely as deserving as possible. She's the third most decorated champion of all time for women, and she definitely deserves it, but we don't know where your heart's at. She's constantly saying that she wants to be in movies, and she's launching her makeup and all of that. Those two things were quotes. And for her to go out and say, oh, well, you need to honor my contract and pay me as much as Becky and Charlotte, even though I might not even draw a fourth of that. It's just a crazy situation that's going on right now, guys. Leave in the description box below if you guys want to tell me your comments about the situation and how you feel about it. I just had to get that rant over with really quickly. I just think the whole thing is being blown out of proportion. I feel, yes, that Vince McMahon was completely disrespecting her and Naomi. They should have been booked way higher than they were. But at the same time, you are a 7-time champion, and they don't want to make you an 8-time champion anytime soon because you're only 30. She got the 7 reigns before the age of 25, guys. So right now she's barely even 30 years old. And if they put her even more titles since then she'll literally be up there with Charlotte, which they don't want them to be. Because if you give her 8, 9, 10 title reigns, then it makes Charlotte's reigns look like literally nothing. And they want Charlotte to be the winningest champion of all time, since they can't give her the amount of days, if that makes sense. So Triple H, is in a rock and a hard place right now with the booking and what he wants to do, but it's pretty much confirmed that Sasha is out unless something just major drastically happens overnight. But as of this point, she's pretty much done with the company, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel so you guys can always stay up to date with the most latest, greatest gaming and tech news and news in general and all of that stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.